only pay for what you need.
Yeah, Babylon is calling. No more. Babylon is falling. No more. To rise no more. To rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's real every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just want to be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit, but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You win the way, better move, nigga. That follow no way gonna be cool, nigga. You're gonna get that two, nigga. Matter of fact, you about two, nigga. See the sun that's in front of you? Shots in the rough from up under you. Shit is gonna fall, yeah, I promise you. Make up your mind what you gonna do. You now listen, your life, my business. You are my brother. We need each other. It's true. I live it. I will defend it. You are my brother. You are my brother. Babylon is calling. Babylon is falling. To rise no more. Falling, falling. To rise no more. My brother, my brother, my brother. Yeah. Get your hands up, it's a war now. But then look at this world. It's time to go hard, don't be scared now. I know you're feeling the stress. Look on your face, yeah, and I need some help. But we made it happen with less. You and my blood, I feel what you feel. Destruction on every corner. Every day I feel like a loner. Keeping the faith, that is my armor. But nothing can harm you. Don't be scared of truth when you hear it. Don't compromise your spirit. Don't be trying to live like these white folks. Don't be trying to chill with these white folks. Brotherhood is a work. And that's the shit that I stand for. If you get along and live it, and now you nigga I stand for. Got no time for that fake shit. That shit I can't stand, bro. Still believe in that flag. So what the hell do you stand for? Yo, Babylon is falling. All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Make sure this volume is up. Give me just a second. If you got any questions, please put them in the chat. If you have a problem hearing me, please put it in the chat as well. I'll get this thing started right now. Take it up real quick. There it is. There it is. Hey, Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. All right. Since 1969, bringing out the truth according to the Bible about who the true Jews are, man. That's right, the Israelites of antiquity. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We didn't just fall off the map, man. We didn't disappear, contrary to what the Christian church teaches you. You know what I'm saying? Your mother, through dogmatic principles, whoever you learned that education from, man. All right. We are back on this earth as we always have been. All right. I must say, to start it off, we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. All right. We stand alone. Give me just a second. I don't like the way that looks. I'll take that background off. We're going to do it like that, then. We'll do it like that, then. All right. Stand alone. All right. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. All right. Muslim mosque, Christian church, no black communities, LG. No, we don't affiliate with none of that. All right. We're not any type of group that affiliates with individual lights. You know, if they left us, they're not with us. All right.
Like I said, it's the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. You got any questions, please type it in the chat. I'm preaching off the Quatsar 500 out of Columbus, Ohio. All right, so let me start by saying shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Baruch thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahweh by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. All right. So tonight's class, we'll be talking about salt for shares, man. Yeah, the Lord blessed us with something called salt, man. It's our flavor. It's who we are, other than our identifying factor called brotherhood. All right. Christ shed his blood so that we could have remission of our sins. Okay. Old Testament required the shedding of blood from animals. And the New Testament, it was the shedding of a perfect being, a perfect human, who was Christ, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach in the Hebrew, all right, our King, all right. He was unalive so that we didn't have to die for our sins. Those things that we were committed to doing, contrary to knowing that it was bad for us. What in the world? Alexa, turn off. Unplug your head. Salakia. All right, so salt for shares, all right. Why is that title? Why is that the title of this class? You got to understand when it comes to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man, we are the salt of the earth. All right. Give me just a second. We're gonna get to that. We are the salt of the earth. Everything we do it with flavor. So much so, even when we commit sins, we go above and beyond, man. We just can't, you know, make a mistake. We gotta go above and beyond to prove ourselves of being the most wickedest. That's a word, wickedest. Yeah. We got to be the biggest and the flamingest. You know what I'm saying? We have to be all that, just to do what? Prove ourselves among a nation of people that we're supposed to be ruling over. But because we've forgotten who we are, you understand? Because we've forgotten the old way when the Most High looked out for us time and time again, all throughout this book right here, right here. It's better than your MySpace page, all right? All those pictures don't mean a hill of beans. When you go to this book right here, this is Black history. And the only reason why it's misconstrued is something called Christianity. You understand? They tell a different story, kind of like a sketch artist, someone who draws a composite, usually an oppressor, right? And the suspect, if it's a black man, he's going to get that sketch right. He's going to have all the attribute characteristics of the normal black man. He's from somewhere between 5'5" and 6'4", right? Black hair. You know what I mean? Between the ages of 18 and 45. So that's a stereotype. That's not a composite. That's not something that's identifying. And it's so sad because we're destroyed because of our lack of knowledge. And the Lord allows this wicked beast to do exactly what it is that he does. That's be a vile and an unruly bastard. And that's just because we trim our ways to be like him. And we have to stop that. All right. It's sad that when we close our eyes and we envision our king, who's supposed to be synonymous to this picture right here, we see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed bastard. And when the oppressor, right? The oppressor the Bible speaks of, the one who puts us in chains, whether it be physical or spiritual, mental, I should say, right? When he closes his eyes, he doesn't see his brother. That's what you call white supremacy. When the oppressor closes his eyes, it doesn't matter if he's coming to get that devil that shut up the Christian church, Dylan Storm Booth, whatever his name is, whatever. When he pulls up on the scene, and in his wicked imagination, he's not going to see his brother. He's going to see? He's going to see a nigga that looks like me. He's going to see a nigga that looks like you. You understand? That's who he's going to see. He's not going to see his brother. And that's Christianity. It teaches us to see our brothers, you know what I'm saying, our sisters as the enemies. It teaches us to see us as the problem. And instead of seeking vengeance against the person who needs to get it, right? Seeking justice against the oppressor, we seek justice among one another. So much so, everything that we do, it's wicked. From celebrating these wicked holidays. We just had Thanksgiving. I saw 2 Chainz. He was pissed. Nobody showed up to give away stupid turkeys. You understand? You want to celebrate the slaughter of our Native American brothers and sisters, man. I won't do it. And anybody that stands in the ISUPK definitely won't. We are brainwashed. You understand? And that's something you have to do. You wash your ass every day. Some of you do, some of you don't, but we're supposed to. We're clean people. Let them be the dirty bastards, man. Hey, shalom to everybody that's checking in. Let's see, we got Princess K, Hamawar. What's going on, my brother? Howard Mars, like you. Howard Mar. We got Sakan. All right. We got a Kaiser. Hey, shalom to all you brothers, man. You got any questions, please put it in the chat. All right. So when it comes to the image of the oppressor, we don't see him for who he truly is, right? That unusual suspect. He's conditioned us through slavery and through all this oppression to see ourselves as the usual suspects. You understand? And that's a problem. But Barakatah how why I was shot for Commander Junior Hunt and ISUPK, we can wash that white supremacy off of us, man, so that we can look out for one another. We can do what Commander Junior Hunt says we're supposed to do as good shepherds and close that damn barn door so our brothers and sisters, the flock, don't get out. We can keep our drama off the internet and the airwaves, you know, instead of projecting it, doing exactly what the oppressor wants us to do, so that our brothers and sisters don't come into this institution of learning, the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. We learn how to utilize what is written in this book. It's found throughout the volume of this book, and it's Black excellence. You understand? When it comes to the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, that's where we find our identity. Because had we found it where it was kept out of the mouths of the oppressor, we still be hating one another. But thanks to the Most High in Christ, Commander Jihana and our UPK banner, we know that the oppressor is a damn liar. You understand? This is his wicked kingdom, and we want it to burn. And it starts with us taking back our identity, getting those yoke of iron from around our necks, right? That yoke of iron that we put around our neck, it teaches us how to put those yokes of iron around our wrist. We remove them and put it rightfully where it's supposed to be, on the oppressor. And how do we do that? By washing the white supremacy off of us and allowing him to be left to his own devices so that we can serve the Lord. All right. Our king, our Shah Mashiach. So let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and get these precepts in line. All right. There's something specific I wanted to bring out outside of 2 Chainz. He's supposed to be a leader in this community, but thanks to the Christian church, he's a very selfish brother. And he was mad at the P. He went online instead of going to those brothers and sisters and them alone. He went to the internet. He took to the internet and airwaves. You understand? He traded his salt for shares. And who taught him how to do that? Well, his father, the devil, the deceiver. The same place we get all of our wickedness from, right? Because we choose to serve the wrong master. And that's the problem with us. But thanks to Commander Jayahana, we're correcting that problem all over the globe. You understand? Monday night's history class, you can learn the truth according to this Bible, right? A black man's book. Tuesday night, you understand? Here in Columbus, I'm teaching class from 7 to whatever time this finished. And then we have in Dayton, Ohio, Officer Izab teaching the Brotherhood class as well. Wednesday nights, the law class, you have Mighty Priest and Prophet of a 1,000. Yahweh Thumb, he's going to be teaching the law class in Dayton, Ohio. And then here in Columbus, Ohio, we got Priest and Prophet of 500, Sakan. You understand? Thursday night scripture breakdown, usually General Hyman or any other brother across the nation is going to be teaching. Friday night, Lashawan Kodash, we learn our language, not that Yiddish, that the the oppressor speaks, that Ashkenaz, whatever you call him, white bastard, whatever, not that who teaches you, the wrong way to speak Hebrew. Therefore, we're not edified in saying the wrong name when it comes to, the Most High or Christ. You understand? Then we have the Sabbath service. We do the services of the Lord. All right. Our rest day. You understand? We go out, camp in the highways and byways, man. And we go out and we do what thus saith the Lord on that platform of wood. We cry aloud and spare not, to our flock, man. Not those other heathen nations. You understand? If we don't close that barn door, then our people are going to escape and they're going to be taken by those wolves, those ravenous wolves. You understand? Those lions and those bears, Christianity, all that pollution that's out there that's destroying our people single-handedly. There are more Christians in this world than anything. I don't care if you serve Allah. Allah's a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows who the power is, but it's divisive to act like they don't so that we can follow them by trimming our ways to be accepted. All right. And that's something that we're going to learn how not to do here, how to keep our salt and say, damn their shares, man. What the heck you want to share for? You have the hottest commodity, the rarest, and that is your black behind. You understand? So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. We are God's chosen people, his favorite. Holy means separate. You understand? Out of all the other vessels, we're the vessel of honor. So why would you trade your salt, your flavor, who you are, which was made perfect, for something that was made, that was supposed to be up under our foot? A share of what? Thanksgiving? A share of some filthy lucre? You know, your share of lasciviousness? You want to be like the wicked oppressor, man. You want to be like Wakanda forever. And you don't know that when you look at those Africans, they're eating freaking the carcasses of rotted flesh, something that we don't even believe in. You go to eat that bush meat and get all sick and get those parasitic infections. We do those things, seeking their love, knowing that damn well we don't do that. We cook our food, we get the blood up out of it. We wash our meat. Pause. For all you pausers out there, you understand? All right. So let me get this first precept. Salakia. You got any questions? Please type it in the chat, man. All right. It's very imperative that we take back our identity. And in doing so, we learn how to deal with the brother. We learn how to deal with the sister, man. We learn how to have compassion for our people, because that's something that our people don't have for one another. And that's compassion. And guess who else doesn't have compassion for us? The oppressor. The ones that we love. Where are they at when we're crying over our loved ones' bodies? Where are they at? You understand? When we need their help. We're looking to a nation for their very help, and they don't come to help us. They laugh at us. They mock us. But we're going to do something about that, man. And we're going to gather together, like Zephaniah said. All nations that are undesired, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You fall up under that 12 tribes chart, you need to fall up under this UPK banner. You understand? And take back the identity the Lord gave you. And trash that bull crap, you know what I'm saying? The unusual suspect, right? He tries to put on us. And we already know he is the usual suspect. He's the suspect. He's the cause for every war, everything that is negative since the beginning. He's been a serpent, man, a viper, excuse my language, a motherfucker, man. He teaches our women how to turn against us. He's committed to it. Even in 2024, Planned Parenthood, a sister can't get any type of help unless she goes where? To the ISUPK. Now, because of the Southern poverty, whatever you call it, they say that we're a hate group. We don't commit crimes. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, but every time we turn around, we got mighty priests and prophets, putting the work of the Lord before anything else. And they're trying to shut down these classes and close the internet and airwaves. Well, you know what? Our zeal to save our brothers and sisters is stronger than his zeal to destroy us. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh, man. Most High in Christ. All right, let me get this precept. You got any questions? Please type it in the chat. All right, we are the salt of the earth. Give me just a second. All right. We are the salt of the earth. Matthew 5 and 13. That's where we're going, y'all. Matthew 5 and 13. All right. Open up this sword real quick. You got any questions? Please put it in the chat, man. That's what we're going to do up in here. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't leave this class. Do you love white people? No, I don't love white people. Absolutely not. I don't love them. You know what I'm saying? In order to love something, you have to hate something. All right. So if I give all my love to the oppressor who absolutely hates me, that means I'm going to hate my people. And I'm going to do what thus saith the Lord. You understand? Not like the Christians who say they follow him and don't actually. All right. I'm going to love my people. And I'm not going to give a damn about the white man. That's a good question. All right. So let me stop and drop this real quick. We're going to go to Romans 9 and 13. All right. Because what the brother asks is very important, man. There's a certain type of hatred the oppressor has for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And it's called perpetual. It's never ending. No matter how you cut it up, no matter what you do, you can sew up your asshole. You're going to always be fat. It does not matter. You understand? What you do, the oppressor is going to hate you. And you say, well, there's some good white folks out there. Okay, of course, there is. But how are they good if they're benefiting off the backs of the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians? They're benefiting from the atrocities that their forefathers and mothers committed against my people. So I don't care how you cut the pie. I don't want no parts of it. You understand? I'm going to suffer my soul the affliction to do what thus saith the Lord, so that I can get the due process and the justice and the coming of the Son of Man, Christ. You understand? Yahweh Shah Mashiach. I want deliverance from this oppression. And that's what you call salvation. And that's the pie I'm going to be eating from. You know what I'm saying? That's some nigger pie for you. You can keep that whites only pie that makes us sell our salt for their shares. Nah, you can have that. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 13. All right. As it is written, you understand, throughout the whole volume of the book, you're going to find the words of the Most High, the Spirit of the Lord. You understand? As it is written, Jacob have I loved. All right. The so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. His name was later changed to Israel. But Esau have I hated. Who is Esau? All right. Those bastards from Mount Seir. You understand? The white man, who is the devil the Bible speaks of. All right. That is who the Lord hates. All right. So, hey, I don't hate the Lord. I don't hate the white. The Lord hates the white man. You understand? So therefore, I'm going to love my people. And how do you love your people? Right? By being compassionate, by being something that you never had. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native American Indian. Be that to yourself. Right? Pick yourself up. Not like they say by your bootstraps after we've toiled, you know what I'm saying, from the dust of the ground in their cotton fields, you know what I'm saying, their salt mines, in their kitchens and in their damn bathrooms, on their plantations. No, we're going to toil for our brothers and sisters, man, so they can get this understanding, man, this gospel, the good news. All right. I'm going to read that one more time for the top. You know what I'm saying? This is that news you can use. You understand? There should be no confusion when you read these scriptures. If you're confused about anything, you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you're reading this Bible, that confusion is coming from the Christianity that is in your blood, man. And we're going to purge your blood of that Christianity. You understand? This is Romans 9 and 13. As it is written. Laws are written. Everybody want to talk about what Moses did, and the laws are written, man. It is written. You understand? So put this on the tablet of your mind. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. The Lord loves the 12 tribes, man, the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. Who are you to hate yourself? Damn that. In order to love, you have to hate something. You understand? But we're not going to abhor our neighbor like they do. We're not going to go out here, march down the street like those neo-Nazis did here in Columbus, Ohio. You understand? We're going to go out here and we're going to raise up our people. We don't give a damn about them. It's always been about them, even when we go out and talk to our people. So much so they get mad and they try to shut us down. But here's the thing about the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. When the Lord poured his spirit upon us, you understand, it was a spirit of righteousness. We keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We're the example, not just for our people, but for the whole world. And when it comes down to it, you're going to get your rightful spot, and that's right up under our foot. You understand? I'm talking to the oppressor out there. All right. So we're going to drop that. We're going to go back to Matthew and Thwada, brother. We'll go back to Matthew 5 and 13. So I need you to understand this, all right, because I see a lot of TikTok trends that lead to the demise of our people. All right. You can get in trouble for communicating a threat. Assault starts with saying something. That battery comes with physical connection or intent. So if I say something, that verbal assault, I jump at you, what I'm saying? They can say that's battery, but there's supposed to be freedom of speech. But what we have to realize is who we are so that we don't get confused in the understanding of what it is that we're supposed to do. We have too much business when it comes to dealing with our people. Oh, Most High Christ, priest. We got too much business when it comes to dealing with our own people. Yes, we are in captivity. That's why we call a job a slave. Your career isn't synonymous to what you do for the oppressor. Your career is synonymous to what you do for the Most High through Christ, man. All right. So we at Matthew. Shalom. Yeah, man. Hey, shalom, Lord Christ. Damn right. Brother checking in from Alabama, man. Let me get this instant link. If you got any questions, please type it in the chat. So this unusual suspect, man, we're gonna make him the usual suspect. We're gonna hold him accountable for all the wickedness, you know, he gives us. And we accept it. We trade our salt for his shares. You need to understand, if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, it's very easy to sell your soul, your being, your identity, man, your brotherhood for his shares. How so? I'm watching a short with LeBron James. He was asked a question, right? We're talking about LBJ, LeBron James. He was asked, all right, what is the least favorite place for you to play? Out of all the places, he said Boston. And when asked why, he says they're extremely racist. He says he's seen uh, F LeBron James t-shirts, people throw stuff at him, you understand, and do all these things. So you got to really think about trading your salt for a share. One of the highest paid athletes in the NBA. I'm not even sure statistically how much he gets paid, but I'm quite sure he gets a lot of money, right? People line up just to hate. And of course, this is their wicked kingdom. But you don't have to be old soft shoe Joe, stepping and fetching for every damn devil, you know what I'm saying, that you see. Why would supposed King James is what they call him, trim his ways to go play in a place that blind Ray Charles wouldn't play, under the Mason-Dixon line because of Jim Crow? He took a stand, man. He didn't give a damn about the money. He cared about his people regardless, of being wicked and doing the things that he did. We've all been there. But LeBron James in 2024, man, you can't take a stand and say, man, I ain't playing in Boston. Why? Because there's something called buck breaking that the oppressor does. Still to this day, you understand? He's a sodomite. He sodomized the so-called black man, you know what I'm saying, the strongest one. Beat him to a bloody pulp after raping him in front of his followers. He could be a man with multiple wives and brothers that came off the ships in the transatlantic slave trade, and this nasty white bastard would do that to him to put fear in everyone else's hearts, in their minds. This is our leadership in the world, LeBron James. Who else? The diddler, Sean Diddy Combs. You know what I'm saying? They're exposing, you know, what happens when you trade your salt for their shares. This is their this is their America. This is their country. This is their world. This is their kingdom. It's going to fall. It has to. You understand? So it's important that we take our spirits out of this wicked kingdom. You understand? And we have to start by understanding that we are the salt, man, or that rare commodity. The Lord blessed us. All right. So this is Matthew 5 and 13. It says, ye are the salt of the earth. Talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian. Everything tastes better with salt, man. We have all kinds of different spin-offs of salt. You look at your cabinet. If you're so-called black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you got adobo, you got some Lawry's. What do you think hot sauce is? It's liquid salt, man. It's flavor. It's flavor. No one wants to see some dry ass freaking devil try to break dance during the Olympics. Nobody wants to see that. We want to see some flavor. We want to see the niggas spin on his damn nose. That's what we do. We bring the flavor, man. We're gonna trade our flavor for what? Their love? Oh no, we gonna ride this thing out. All right. This is verse 13, Matthew 5 and 13. It says, ye are the salt of the earth, man. Not the city. You know what I'm saying? Not this of the earth, man. That's a collective. This planet. There is no one upon the face of this earth that has more salt than the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indian. God's chosen people. Realize that. When you go to drink and you have that money, you don't get no well liquor. You put the salt of the bar in your cup, the best of the best of the best, to break it down for you even further. When you get that money, whether it's a stimulus check, you're going to get the best. You understand? So when you look in the mirror, you should see the best. But we don't. Why? Because we've taken on the spirit of them. And now we are recognized by the curses. Now they call us the usual suspects, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. No, the Bible says, ye are the salt of the earth. Also, but if the salt have lost his savor. All right. What is salt without flavor? What is a black man without flavor? Corny as hell. That's what you're gonna call it. You know what I'm saying? Let's start there, like Lil J said. Let's start there. What is salt without flavor? What is it? You can break down the atomic mass and the number and what it is on the periodic table that makes salt. But what the hell is it when it loses its savor? Wherewith shall it be salted? You know what I'm saying? What is salt without the flavor, man? What is a black man, what I'm saying, without his identity? What is he? Let's find out. It thenceforth, it is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Well, what do you know? Who does that sound like? Being identified by the curse. Hey, Shalom, y'all me a sharp thumb. What is that, man? What is that? Good for nothing. You ever heard that? You hear that all the time in the black household growing up. And usually it's a sister talking about her man. Your mama talking about your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody talking about me. Somebody talking about you, black man. No good. Good for nothing. You understand? It is thenceforth good for nothing. What good are we if we don't keep the oracles of God? We're no good to one another. We're doing exactly what they do to us. Killing, robbing, shooting. Who do we learn it from? Who do we learn it from? That person that hates us. We didn't learn it from the person that loves us. Oh no. But we're learning it today because I absolutely love my brothers and sisters. You understand? This is why I laid my life down for my brothers and sisters. So that every brother up in that UPK banner, starting with Commander Juliana on down. Barakatah Yahweh Rashad, man. Bless the Most High and Christ. You understand? For grace and mercy for us to get it together, man. So we can stop selling and trading our salt, man, for their shares. Some bull crap. Some garbage. Who goes to a fancy restaurant and say, hey, man, what y'all just throw away back there? I saw a table over there with a whole bunch of leftover bones and that mash. They like to eat that in India. In certain places. They dig through the garbage. Rare delicacy. You damn right it's rare. You understand? Who goes to a five-star restaurant and asks for the garbage? This is what we do when we're the salt of the earth, man. We want that poop-filled shrimp. You know what I'm saying? We'll go to somebody's house, take the damn filter off the faucet, and eat that. Who eat that? And why? Well, we're the salt of the earth. That's because we've lost our savor, man. We've forgotten who the hell we are and where we come from. And that's because we've never known, because it's not been taught to us through Christianity. It's not been taught to us through white supremacy. You understand? It has to be taught to us through the ISUPK and the Commander Jihad, right? Barakatah Yahweh Rashad, like I said, all right? We read that from the top. This is Matthew 5 and 13. It says, "You are the salt of the earth." We're talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. You understand? The Israelites of antiquity. That brother that you see doing the dope fiend lean on the corner that you think not about, that sister that's running to the abortion clinics because you didn't want to be a man. Our brothers and sisters that get gunned down by the police, and now it's a TikTok trend. This suspect, that suspect. It's a trend to make railing accusations, almost accusations against one another. It's a trend. And where do we learn it? Oh, from the police. We don't do the trend in its entirety, though. We will celebrate Thanksgiving and just bypass the fact that that was the slaughter of millions of our brothers and sisters. We won't go out here and, what I'm saying, we will just bypass the killing part. When it comes to this TikTok trend, we do the same thing. Because once suspect has a big water head. Oh, suspect has little baby arms. Oh, suspect has a stinking box. Oh, suspect ain't got nothing on. And now these two suspects, these brothers and sisters, are at arms with one another. There's a freedom of speech when it comes to us tearing each other down. We don't die over $5 in a dice game. We die because the insults that are spoke of during the length of the game and prior to it. We don't have any compassion for one another. We always have to hear something through the goddamn grapevine. How many of our brothers and sisters have heard something through the damn grapevine and lost our lives because of it? Because we couldn't go to him and him alone. Matter of fact, hold there. Let's go to that. All right. Let's go to the matter of fact, I'm gonna finish this first. We're gonna get to that next. Verse 14, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Understand this, man. If we're the light of the world, and at the beginning of the verse it says, "You're the salt of the earth," man. We're the light of the world, man. How are we supposed to lead one another, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians, if we're being misled by a nation of people that don't believe in us, don't give a damn about us, and only want us to build up their nation, their world, their kindred? You understand? Whatever tongue that they speak, they want us to wash their drawers, clean their toilets, pick their cotton, shave our babies' heads. You understand? To trim our ways, man. Simply for what? Their shares of nothing? A penthouse? I've seen so many disgusting, stupid podcasts and interviews. So America's the greatest place to live. When it comes to not being a third world country, it's hard. I'd rather be here than somewhere else. When it comes to the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians, this is not our rest. Our people are dying, man, at alarming rates. So much so, we make jokes when it comes to these usual suspects, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And the agenda is pushed by an unusual suspect, because we'll never suspect the white man to be the devil. No, we'll suspect something we've never seen. An individual with horns, right? All red with a tail and a pitchfork. We wouldn't categorize the devil with being Caesar Borgia or the person who's always been bloodthirsty, the person who's been a liar, a rapist, a murderer, and a thief from the beginning. No, we'll trade that understanding, man. That beautiful mind that we have to love one another for their shares of wickedness, of evilness. And we're supposed to be the what? Light of the world, man. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. What is a city that's set upon a hill? Man, that's what you call an advantage. Why would we give away our advantage, man? In times of war, a city that's upon a hill can see the enemy coming from afar. And we can take those preemptive measures to defend ourselves. What's the best preemptive measure you can take as a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American Indian in 2024? To get back to the grassroots of who you are. That understanding that you are God's chosen people, man. Shed yourself of the world. How do you do that? Just like a snake molts. You got to get rid of that old skin. You understand? That skin that you've cloaked upon you of some type of righteousness, some type of protection that teaches you that being a freaking Scorpio, something that is synonymous to an Aries and all those stupid signs, right? Is better than being who the Lord created you to be. And that's the salt of the earth. We've lost that understanding. We've replaced it with a wickedness. We've traded our salt for their shares. And guess what their share is? It's what they've been giving us and what you see our people dealing with right now. The curses, the plagues. You understand? Slavery, chains, bondage. That is their share. But it's now become our portion because we sinned against our God, man, our power, and not keeping our identity. Where I said I was about to go, man. So lucky. We're going to drop Matthew 5 and 13. You got any questions, man? Please type it in the chat. For all of the brothers and sisters that's checking in. All right. So we did the salt of the earth. All right. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? We were made with favor and flavor. You understand? That's what was given to us. Why we want to give it away for shares of this wicked kingdom? Because we don't know that the kingdom to come, our God, right? Our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, is going to rule. That's where we get our justice from. We don't get justice seeking the bloodshed of our brothers and sisters. Then we justify them and become their scapegoats. We can't become their scapegoats trying to seek justice against our own people. You understand? The so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. That's like us being in the same cell and me trying to knock you upside your head for the crimes you committed. Then somebody knocking me upside the head for the crimes I committed. That's what we're doing. Instead of sitting here trying to figure out, okay, well, what crime did we commit? Oh, we serve the Lord. So instead of us getting the favor from the Lord in this lion's den, and the Lord shutting up the mouth of the lions, we're destroyed because we're destroying one another, not recognizing where the true enemy resides. And that true enemy resides in Christianity. And in Christianity, you're going to find your love. And by putting your love in Christianity, we find hate for one another. And we got to get up out of that, man. Damn all that. We got to close the barn door, man. Make sure we are safe. All right. So we're going to drop that. We did salt of the earth. All right. Now we're going to go to Jeremiah 2 and 33, man. Because these TikTok challenges are getting out of line. They've been out of line. You know, because of what you heard through the grapevine. What is the man? Let me just break something down to you. The Bible says, "Cry loud, and spare not." You understand? We're gonna go out there, whether it's 100 people out there or if it's zero. You know, we're gonna do our job so the words of the Lord don't come back void. You understand? That's our responsibility to our brothers and sisters, the house of Israel. When your mother says, "Go get your brothers and go get your sisters outside, it's time to eat." Understand? We ain't going and getting somebody who looks like Jackie Chan. We're not going and get that Tom Cruise looking bastard either. We're going to get somebody who looks like me, somebody who was born up into this bloodline from my mother and my father. That's who this message is for. The so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. What the hell y'all want with our message? You've lied to us long enough. What more do you want from us? Why can't we just, you know what I'm saying, deal with each other? Y'all don't want us. We get redlined. You don't want to give us any type of real money. You know, every time I turn around, it's always about an anti-hate bill for another race of people. And we're the most hated upon the face of this planet. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. Why you're doing that stupid suspect challenge, you understand? That's synonymous to celebrating Thanksgiving, celebrating the 4th of July, celebrating the atrocities that are held against our people. You gotta go to Broadway to see some bull crap play. No, we're gonna be the butt of the joke. And that's very evil, it's very wicked, man. Let me get this statistic right here. All right. So when it comes to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, per million people per year, per million of the population per year, 6.2. You understand? And we're talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians, right? We're leading in any other race when it comes to homicides and being killed by the police. I ain't talking about one another. I'm talking about the police. And we're out here imitating, you know, the atrocities against our people. You know, you don't want to see a reenactment of 9/11 when another race of people, another nation of people got over on America. They say never forget. You know, we don't want to we don't want to reenact the Gullah Wars when our brothers was slapping these dang on devils. We don't want to reenact, you know what I'm saying? Oh, those fake Jews. Oh no, we don't want to reenact, you know, them going into those concentration camps and getting ripped apart by them damn canines. You know, we want to reenact my brothers and sisters getting unalived. That's that reenactment. Oh, the Civil War. I had to go to that stupid reenactment when my brothers and sisters put their lives on the line. Our brothers, you know what I'm saying, for this stinking country. Still doing it to this day. Well, you know, Those reenactments are going to be soon over and long forgot about. But your justice is coming. Oh, yeah, that salvation. Oh, you're absolutely going to get. And it's going to be over fair. Let's start there. Let's start there. You understand? You're going to teach my people the wrong ways. You want to jam us up. You're going there. I'll think about a movie, Don't Be a Menace. You let me know the $20 food. Anybody get my change? You know, we ain't slacking when it comes to one another. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the oppressor, oh, we'll sell out for anything. A phone call. Yeah, hello. Yeah, who's speaking? And he got the phone. Yeah, nigga. Like, no, for what? Who gives a damn about what they think about us? They ain't nobody. Hey, lottie dottie, no damn body, man. You know, I think about the oppressor. I think about the Three Stooges. That's how I visualized it. I would let Curly, Hurley, and whatever the heck his name is tell me what the heck to do. Who gives a damn about their money? The Three Stooges. Every time I see a stupid president and they ask, man, listen, I don't want to remember your damn names. Every time I see a dollar bill or some stupid president, I think of the Three Stooges. That's what all white men look like to me. You understand? They will say, I don't mind looking like my brothers. My brothers have flavor. You understand? But what I won't look like is that image of crime. Oh no, I'm going to keep the law, statutes, commandments. I'm going to teach my brothers and sisters how to do the same thing so that we're not destroyed because of our transgressions against the Most High. He wants us to wear that sin. He wants to take our flavor and give us his share. Well, guess what? We're going to take back our flavor, black man, Hispanic man, Native American woman, and child, and we're going to give him his share of goddamn destruction. You understand? Babylon is fallen to rise no more. You understand? We are fighting for Yahushua and crowns of gold. We must act like it, black man, Hispanic man, and Native American Indian. Fighting for no damn share in this wicked kingdom. Or receipts for some damn gold we don't even have. Gold? I'm not selling out for no gold. You see them black bastards digging for gold like it ain't nothing in Uganda, wherever the heck they dig for it at. Africans have gold. You understand? What we don't have is love for one another. And just think about how priceless it's going to be when we could come together collectively as a whole and love one another. I'm not talking about the Christian spirit. No TD Jakes swallowing microphones. We don't do that here. We don't fellowship, man. Yeah, we ain't selling our soul for no jelly roll. We ain't going along just to get along. You understand? We're going to do this thing right here, man. You understand? Like Juvenile said. If you don't understand, ask a question, man. We not fellowshipping. You know what I'm saying? We sinking that damn shit full of homosexuality. We don't do that in the ISUPK. You better check with the purple pack for that. We don't do that here. We're going to raise up this truth, man, brick by brick. It doesn't matter what it costs. My brothers and sisters are worth it. How so? Because we are putting our lives, we're laying them down willfully. Willfully. Give a damn about who I was in the world. You understand? We don't care about that. We care about saving our brothers and sisters so that we can build up the kingdom of heaven. It's not going to be coming by observation alone. Oh no. That ain't what's happening, man. Let me get back to these statistics, man. Man, damn these statistics. I'm gonna give you a statistic, and it sounds a little something like this: 100% of you goddamn devils are going into chains. You understand? You're going into the salt mines. You're going into some goddamn cotton fields. And when it comes to Cap, he's gonna have y'all in the damn laboratories typing until you can't type anymore. I think I want a crib made of goddamn toothpicks. And guess who's going to make it? You are, devil. Those are the statistics I'm concerned with now. 100% of you getting justice for the crimes that you did upon my damn people, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. I'm mad about that thing. You understand? We're going to turn up like 4 extra and then some. Call it 10 extra, 144,000 extra. You feel me? 200 million extra. When that sky cracks open, Michael and the angels and Gabriel come down in the flying saucers to level the playing field by putting your head by your ankles. You understand what it means that slow feet don't eat. I'm gonna be out there stepping on your goddamn heads like roaches, man. That's justice. So we may not get an anti-hate bill passed. You understand? Because Christ's gonna be passing a bill, and he ain't passing the buck. He said, "Think not that I come to spend peace. Oh no, but a sword. You get right where you wrong it. You understand? Ain't gonna be no slow singing and flower bringing, man. Let me get to this Forbes. This Forbes article. The suspect challenge on TikTok sees friends, relatives, and couples playfully insult each other while taking on the role of a cop and running suspect. How is that funny? You know what I'm saying? We can play duck, duck, goose, pick a nigga, pick a nanny, pick a nigga. How is that funny, black man? We just celebrated Thanksgiving. How is it funny? How about I play a game, a TikTok challenge? And I'm not even gonna say it because they'll shut it down and then there's a hate group. And Commander Gina Hanna has worked too hard, come too far for me to be a goddamn idiot on the air. So I'm gonna keep that comment to myself. But there are games that we could play if we would lower the base like you, the oppressor. You understand? Suspect. You see it on TV. They'll air out all our dirty laundry, man. Oh, cop. Bad boys, what you gonna do? They come for you. What you gonna do when your house shy? Michael Angels is coming for your white behinds, man. What you gonna do? White boys, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing but get your head cut off. Since we making jokes, everything funny when it come to money, you keep keying it up. Let's start there. The suspect challenge on TikTok sees friends and relatives and couples playfully insult each other while taking on the role of a cop and running suspect, a slave, and an overseer, hunting down my brothers and sisters, with or without the walking papers. You see, you wanted to celebrate stupid Halloween, that hallowed, that haunting, due to a wicked bastard named John Crenshaw in the reverse railroad, you understand? In his salt mines in Illinois, inbreeding. Our brothers and sisters crying on those whipping posts in his damn plantation because he's going to do what he wants to do, make and break the laws. Well, you know what me and my brothers and sisters are going to do? We're going to keep the goddamn laws. That's what we're going to do. Break these chains that are upon our minds, man, by having some brotherhood. What you going to do when your Howard Shai comes for you? You understand? We're fighting for your Howard Shai, man. Crowns of gold. I pray you understand. You ain't gonna get me up off my so-called square or my dino. You feel me? There's nothing that you can do that Officer Quattazar, a small 500 in ISUPK, right? I'm never going to sell my salt, my flavor, for your goddamn shares in this wicked kingdom that is falling. And what's falling? It's falling. You understand? And guess what? It's going to rise no more. You understand? To rise no more, man. TikTok is suddenly full of videos of suspect challenges. You see, it's so wicked, the agenda that they push when it comes to my damn people. World star, world star. It's all about the black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians downtroddenness because we lost our goddamn flavor. Well, you know what? I'm giving it back to you. What was freely given to me, my niggas, I'm giving it back to my niggas. Why? Because my niggas is the only niggas that matter to me. And that's the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. I don't give a damn about some wannabe niggas. You could never be us. You understand? And we're gonna stop trading our salt for your goddamn shares. Because your shares ain't worth a hill of beans, man. And my people are waking up to this truth. You understand? The true priest and prophets is back, baby. You better recognize. I don't give a damn what you heard through the grapevine. Oh, you better put your ear to these streets. This truth is being carried in the wind. My people are waking up, man. So that this wicked kingdom, once it falls, is never going to rise again. TikTok is suddenly full of videos of the Suspect Challenge, which sees couples and friends roasting each other while running, mocking, describing their chosen suspects in the style of a police broadcast. All right. So, how wicked is this? You understand? All the games and the TikTok trends have something to do with hurting, offending, or killing or downtrodden the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. They hate us so much they teach us how to hate ourselves. We'll climb up a goddamn story of crates, my nigga, just to fall and do something dumb we would never do. Why do you think your mom used to say, well, if Johnny jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge? Well, if it's a TikTok challenge, hell yeah, why? Because that's my nigga. Wrong. Wrong. It's because we love the oppressor. That's why. That's why. Stop loving that thing that's destroying you. What is that thing? It's sin. Nigga, it's a sin to love the oppressor because in doing so, you do what? You hate yourself. And when you hate yourself, you hate your brother. This is why it's important to tune into these classes, man. Get these precepts. Let me get to this scripture. I'm gonna get back to this article. We're going to Jeremiah 2 and 33, man. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Oh, you got any questions? Please type it in the chat. Hey, Shalom, everybody that's rocking with me. You feel me? Well, I say 2 and 33. Let's start there. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love, man? That's a very valid. That's a good question. Let's start there. All right. Why trimmest thou thy way? I don't. You okay? You gonna pull your pants up? You know what I'm saying? If you busting a mean sag, and you showing them doodle streaks from Christmas past, that's something totally different. You understand? But why trimmest thou thy way? How do we do that? What does it look like? It looks like us chilling and kicking it. And as soon as some devil comes along, we're trying to talk like him. You know, they call us uppity Negroes. You're trying to talk like some uppity devil. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Baba twos and fews and threes. You know, you're gonna go along with whatever his corny ass says just to get along. I'm not trying to get along with you. I'm trying to get away from you, nigga. Well, not nigga. You're not a nigga. I'm trying to get away from you, devil. That's what me and my niggas is trying to do. We're trying to get away from you. We're not trying to go along to get along. You understand? We're trying to separate so that we can survive. You understand? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, everybody had a bad day. You're a grown man. You done had a bad day. Let's keep it 100. All right. But why should we trim our ways? Why can't I be blackety black? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I be a nigga? Everybody wants to call us a nigga. And then when niggas show up, oh, it's a problem. Well, me and my niggas gonna keep being niggas. I don't give a damn who's around. We pulling up, rocking that. No cowards, no excuses. Well, you guys are so rude. You might be rude in speech, but not according to knowledge. You know, okay, you don't think that we notice who you are because you're so-called the unusual suspect? No, in the eyes of the you are the usual suspect. White man is white man. You know what I'm saying? Heathen, African. You're the usual suspects. You know, you show up on every shore to be a whore. War is your answer. You know what I'm saying? That's you. Homosexuality is you. You know, the transatlantic slave trade. That's you. That's you. Roman oppression. That's you. We can't even be ourselves outside the ISUPK. I'm gonna be me. Y'all thought 4 Extra was getting on. Hey, listen, all right, man, look, I ain't gotta jump over no table. You understand? I have something called self-discipline. But before 4X was putting it on and telling, hey, listen, you got to roll that up, man. Commander J. Hunter would say, listen, man, we are not Christians. You understand? And ain't going to be none of that. You slap me, I'm not going to pray for no revival. That'll be the first coming. The first nigga coming to put my foot in your ass, man. These boots going to go from the ground to your hind parts. You understand? That's what we are. We are men. You understand? We're warlords. And we care about our people. You understand? So don't get it twisted. Oh, he turned to juvenile. You understand? All right. Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way, man? To seek love. What does that look like, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian? What does that look like? It looks like us reenacting the trauma that we've gone through. You know, it looks like us doing the stupid TikTok challenge. We're trimming our ways. You know, we won't go to him and him alone. We're gonna get to that when we have an issue. No, we're gonna hold on to it. We're gonna tender. We're gonna wait to a moment when this brother's on the stage, man, and yell at, oh man, he must got a Beijing. He looking there, he done dyed his beard. He gonna try to call the man out. Oh, she stuffs. You know what I'm saying? Talk about tissue in the bra. She stuck. You gonna call the sister out. For what? For their love? Their entertainment? You're willing to humiliate, degrade a sister for the oppressor's inner. They already got your soul. You're willing to do anything for this oppressor. We were. I'm not doing it no more. Me and my brothers ain't doing it. You understand? We rather be pulled apart, you understand, than to taste swine's flesh. They won't tell you those stories. They won't make that a trend. Talk about the Maccabees brothers. Oh no, they won't talk about David. You know what I'm saying? They won't tell you about the mighty men in the Bible. And if they do, what are they doing? They're whitewashing it. That's what they're doing. His imagination is so evil and so wicked. Just think about it. You'll compartmentalize every bad thing that you've gone through just to love him. It can cause you all kind of cognitive dissonance. Oh no, you know dang on well you're allergic to that shellfish. But Keith Haddings taught me this joke, and he's passing you something that you're going to eat and ingest. No, you don't got your EpiPen. You're going to do it like an idiot and be fighting for your life. Looking all stupid. For what? Their acceptance? I'm not willing to sell out my brother. What does it look like selling out? Picking up that weed and smoking it. Picking up a cigarette. They're called little rods. And smoking it. You're sucking on a little rod to get a fix, a nicotine fix. Oh no, me and my brothers don't do that. We're not snorting anything. You're trimming your way to seek their love, to fit in. Yo, let's slide job on the black hand side. No, no, not to fit in, to do what to be a scapegoat. Everything that he's taught us, everything are his actions. We have the oracles of God. We have someone who's absolutely perfect. That was the example that shed his innocent blood as a perpetuation for our sins, man. Keeping the oracles of God is offering enough. But no, you gotta fulfill his requirements and be gay. You have to be a dyke. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be old, big old. That's what we have to be. We have to be flaming. You know, we have to be the worst murderers. The worst. Play that suspect game, right? Right? Here's why it's so devastating. Here's why it's so disgusting. He's playing the suspect game, right? And in his mind, even if it's a white boy shooting up a church or your quinceañera, when he gets there, he's not going to see his brother. He's not going to see Caesar Borgia. He's going to see a nigga. He's going to see a wetback. You know what I'm saying? He's going to see an engine. All the wrong route, the savage things he calls them, that's what he's going to see. And it's going to be his people committing the crime. Oh, well, the illusion's not done. This unusual suspect is going to make you see your brother as the enemy. Meanwhile, he's the enemy. So while you're praying to a white Jesus instead of a black one, your prayers ain't getting answered because those are the lovers you wanted. This is what they're doing to us. Misleading like a mofo. That right there is, that's a, man, let's start there, right? The greatest man that ever walked this earth, who was the sugar honey iced tea on the hottest goddamn day recorded in history. He made your black ass believe, he made my black ass believe that he was a white man. Now, if I told you 20 years from now, LeBron James, when he broke all those records, he's gonna he's gonna be a white man. You ain't gonna want to hear it. You seen that Dwayne, what's his name, Dwayne Wade? His statue looked like Kurt Angle. Oh, what? Like, come on. Like, how long are we gonna be simple, man? Let me finish this. Let me finish this. Let me get back to this precept one, Salakia. All right, let me get back to this precept, and then we'll get back to the call that article real quick. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love, man? All right, that thing that you do that makes you abandon who you are, the oracles of God, right? So you don't keep the high holy days. You say, damn those. You keep Thanksgiving. You keep Christmas. You're gonna keep this stupid New Year's. Serve Janus. Whatever. You're gonna do something. We're gonna do something weird and wicked, right? We're gonna trade our salt for their shares. All right. Therefore, hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways? Like, come on, man. When's enough gonna be enough? When is it? you know, we'll cut our hair. Where do we get that from? Indian boarding schools. They'll shave our little brothers and sisters' hairs, man. And guess what? Hairs end up in a damn chair for some. That's why y'all got flat asses now. You know what I mean? Like we teach them how. You know what I'm saying? How to degrade us. By doing what? Oh yeah, these niggas love it. We'll give them a little holiday, coon team, and watch them go out here and give us all their money, fireworks. Watch them blow the damn hands off. We'll give them Valentine's Day. This is the day, XYZ, whatever. And watch how all the Valentine's cards they buy, Hallmark, we're gonna make trillions off these niggas. Like, we're trimming our ways, man, for their love. What are our ways, man? Who knows what our ways are? You tuning in, what are our ways? Who knows what our ways are, man? You know, who knows? Because they didn't know how to cook anything. They didn't know how to pick good food, clean. What are Israelite foods? Everything that is lawful, right? That the Most High said that we can eat. Those are Israelite foods. And how do you know? You're damn right. That's our culture, man. Who we are. And our culture is synonymous to these oracles, man. The oracles of God. The things that the do's and the don'ts, right? They're all found in the Bible, like my brother said. The do's and the don'ts, right? The law, statutes, commandments. Where there's no law, there's no sin. What are some Israelite foods? All the foods that we can eat. How are they Israelite? Because my Spanish brothers and sisters can throw down when it comes to whatever food that's in their region. That's an Israelite food. When an Israelite makes it, black folks, come on, man, we can throw down. What is it? Those things that are lawful. Those things that we add our flavor to. You understand? We're going to trim our ways. For what? Go to some stupid potluck and eat some damn carrot salad full of damn raisins and almonds. Cause Gunther made it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna eat some ground freaking minced meat that hasn't even been cooked. He cracked the egg. Right. Why? 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 Because Shang Lu made it? I'm not eating it. Cook it. I see it's so gross to see somebody cook some frog leg, them legs all detracting and contracting. Like, for what? Out of all the things you can eat, you gotta eat all the frogs. That's what happened to the WB. Niggas ate all the damn frogs, even the WB frogs. Come on, man. We can't be that simple. All right. We can't be. Let's get back to this precept. Why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love, man? You think about everything we do when it comes to going to work. When it comes to how we interact with one another. We've trimmed our ways. It's not our way to hate our brother and sister. It's not our way. Oh man, he come home from work. Then you ain't stop getting nothing to eat. The brother worked 12 hours. You done been at home all day trying to be like the white woman, the quintessential piece for every black man. Once he makes $1 million, you gotta get you a Kim stinking Kardashian who openly wants to look like a nigga. How many sisters we got out here that are absolutely beautiful? You know what I'm saying? We want to trim our ways till we have low sex drive. We go bald head. The box stinks. You know what I'm saying? Till you become, an LGBTQ whatever. Now, how far are we gonna go? How far are we gonna go, man? In seeking their love. Can't go no lower. We done went so low, man. We done been to hell and back again. And we're still believing that we're gonna go to a deeper hell because of what the oppressor says. Nigga, we in hell. You don't believe it. Shouldn't feel ashamed or embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? To rock the Maganda Wada. You know what I'm saying? Because some bastard with a yarmulke on, a damn coaster on his damn head. I wish, that doesn't happen to me. No one asks me, oh, well, what is this? Or confronts me about a shirt. Man, man, tune into these classes all throughout the week. ISUPK, man. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know, where you learn how to be a man. You learn how to be a woman. You learn how to care for your brothers and sisters. Because if we don't, there's no one coming to do it. Christ ain't coming to do the job that he's already given us. He's coming to rule over a kingdom that we have to build, man. In order to build, we have to tear this one down by doing what? Getting back to the grassroots, understanding who we are and what is required of us. All right. We trim our ways because we don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to have that uncomfortable conversation. We rather joke and play, and instead of going to my brother or sister alone, wait till a stupid TikTok challenge comes out, or the opportunity, instead of through the grapevine, you're gonna make a stupid post of your declaration. Then what? Victimize yourself? Are you a man? You a victim? That's weird. Let's start there. That's very weird, man. That's very weird. Then I see brothers sitting there, you want to come against your brother as if you're not in that position by separating yourself from your brother in the first place. See, Satan's whole job is to separate a husband from his wife, a wife from her husband, right? That's what Eve suffered her soul, trying to be a man and get the power that a man had. She separated herself from her husband. You, in a cry for help, did something that was so Eve-like. You understand? So gay, so homosexual-like. Weird. Let's start there. You want to separate yourself, make yourself a victim, and then you know what? Whatever. And who does that? The oppressor. The oppressor. This is why we have to close the barn door. Instead of letting what? That enemy in. You want to let the enemy in so that he can do what? Do what? Air our dirty laundry? Make us feel bad and guilty about being in the low state that we're in. I ain't sure mess with you, bro. You, bro. Well, you so boy. Let's see what you doing. I see you walking down the street kicking a can. Ask what you doing. You said moving. Like harsh to one another. We must put the work before. Let's put the work because Christ already. Yeah, we must put that work in because Christ already did it. So it's man, you damn right. Luke 19 and 21. Brother Paul, we might as well go on to it, man. That's my brother Sakan, man. Mighty man, Mr. Perform thy duty. You see those cuts, those edits, that brother's work, man. He's putting the work of the Lord before his problems. That's what we all have to do. You have to put the Most High, right? You have to put him before everything. You don't put him after because you got to go to work. You got to put him before it all. Well, you said Luke what? Luke 19 and 21. Let's go to Luke real quick. Luke 19, 21. I'll take one. You got any questions? Please put in the chat. All right. Where we at? Bibbidi-bee, bibbidi-bibbidi-bee. Start at 20. And another came saying, the Lord, behold, is this thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin? Verse 21. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. Verse 22. And he said unto him, out of thine own mouth I will judge thee. Thou wicked servant, thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Man, come on, man. It doesn't get any more clear and cut than that. Christ was an austere man, first of all. Let's start there. Give me justice. I'm gonna get you the definition of austere, because it's imperative to understanding this, man. We have a job to do. Give me just a second. We have an absolute job to do, and it ain't working at Amazon. Nah, it's not working at the Piggly Wiggly. Those are our slave. That's our bondage, man. Austere, stern, and cold in appearance, somber, grave, morally strict, man. You know, we trim our ways. Christ is coming to collect the kingdom that we must build. You damn right. We trim our ways, man. We abandon the job that the Lord gave us. What the brothers bringing out is heavy. You understand? You're going to do what? Trade your salt for their shares. The Lord didn't tell us to sin. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell us to be homosexuals or whatever you want to call it. He didn't tell us to hop on no mothership. You know, he didn't tell us to abandon the oracles of God. No, he absolutely did not. We were supposed to keep the oracles of God, man. He's an austere man, something that we need to be, in the image of our power, man. In the image of our God, not this oppressor. Because everything that we do in this wicked kingdom, you understand, we're putting a brick forward that the Lord never ordained us to put forward. Let's start, that's the part. And so now you think the Lord's going to collect your sin? You think he's going to, oh, you're going to be caught up in the rapture. You're going to be like some stupid dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just floating up. That's not going to happen, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian. We're going to have to pay. You understand? Debt was made when the perfect example of who we're supposed to be, that's brotherhood. That's what the Bible teaches us. Something that we're lacking because we choose to serve the oppressor, right? He's going to collect that debt. And we're supposed to be what? Serving the Lord, paying it forward. You can't pay it forward without your savor, without your salt, something you've traded for nothing. The rudiments of this world, you traded your flavor for filthy lucre. Oh man, no. We ain't going out like that, man. We can't. We can't. Give me just a second. TikTok suspect challenge explained. The suspect challenge first emerged in October. Seeing TikTokers describe each other in the style of a police officer describing a fleeing suspect, right? The hit squad. You know what those good old boys did when they set niggas like me fake free because they wanted to see how good those bloodhounds were and they were killing us for sports. You know, they would sit around and talk about it. Oh, that boy took off like he had something lit up his head, like a hind let loose. He took off across the field. Johnny Boy shot him, clipped his leg, and you should see the fight on this nigger. And it's a sport. Now, there's another way of doing it. These overseers who have the power to shut it down don't give a damn about us. They don't. They're going to put the ones with the most views center line for we can learn how to make more wise cracks, make more railing accusations and insults against one another. Because why? That gives you a reason to hate your brother. It gives you a reason to love old sweet white baby Jesus. And in doing so, we become more and more destroyed. This is why we're not supposed to trim our ways, man. Because when we do, we become just like the wicked oppressor, man. Not knowing anything. Yeah, how does it feel to be a wicked bastard? How? How? How does it feel, right? Knowing that this is, man, we ain't supposed to be doing this. Well, because of some stupid pastor, because of some weed, because of some girl, because of some stupid situation that the oppressor is making clear and apparent and prevalent and long lasting, we're willing to do what? Serve him and hate our brothers and sisters? Nah, we can't do that. Because the Lord's going to hold us all accountable, and he is. All right. So we went Trimmest that way. We'll go right back to Jeremiah real quick, 2 and 33. 2 and 33. All right. And run through that one more time. If you got any questions, please put in the chat, man. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love, man? Right? When we seek the love of the oppressor, we do the things that we're supposed to do for the Most High, which is not be embarrassed. You know, we're supposed to be fanatics for Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. What does it look like? We're supposed to be in our natural state, clothed with our garments, not trying to cut. Oh, these Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be fanatics when it comes to who we are. The only time we're fanatics is when we're showing them how bad we are, how high we can jump, and all this, like, and we don't give a damn. We're in it to win it for ourselves. We want to manifest destiny, something wicked and evil that the oppressor taught us. Right? That's what we're going to go Proverbs. We're going to drop that real quick. We're going to drop that. We're going to drop that. We're going to go to Proverbs 1 and 22. Proverbs 1, chapter 22. All right. Why? How long? How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? All right. How long? It's not complicated. Everything that we do, your mom, hey man, cut your damn head off. Cut your hair off. Why? Oh, you got a job interview. She wants to dress you to look like the very thing that she so-called loves, but is afraid of. She didn't want you looking like who you are supposed to look like. You can read it plain as day. Color doesn't matter. It matters when you're a suspect. Why doesn't it? If it's written clearly in the Bible to give you an understanding, you're going to take the white man's word for it. Take everything from the white man. Now you need to take a black man's word for it. I just read he's an austere man. There's nothing masculine about the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American men in the Christian church. You got to go for whatever. Just to get somewhere, you got to go for whatever. You got to kiss T.D. Jakes in the mouth. You got to not sleep with nobody else because he doesn't want to give his wife an STD. He's not worried about AIDS. And then he tells you he'll take care of you for the rest of your life. That's crazy. I forget the brother's name. Be out of him. Most High Christ for that brother. You understand? He didn't sell his salt for shares, man. And this is what spirit we all have to be in. Because Christ definitely didn't sell his salt for shares. Man, he was beat, he was hung, he was spat upon, he was stabbed. He said he's not going to forget. Oh no, he's not. His vengeance is going to be upon, the children of their forefathers and mothers, upon every generation. How long will be simple, man? How long will we love simplicity? How long? I tell my son sometimes, hey man, stop falling. You're watching these YouTube videos and you want to be laughing, be the laughing stock. And it pissed me off and it burned me up because me, of all people, chastised my son because Christianity tried to seek into my house and I had to get that together, man. That's how you close the barn door because Christianity is a ravenous wolf seeking who it may devour. You got to put your feelings aside, black. You can't have any feelings. Because your feelings are going to make you abandon the objective. And the objective is to do what? Be a shepherd for the flock. That's your job as a priest and a prophet. You understand? In your life, you have to lay down for the flock. The flock has to come before your life. You have to realize that. If you're a priest and prophet in the ISUPK, my brothers understand that. Who doesn't understand it? The ones that go to the internet and cry about their problems, to scare off the brothers and sisters who need to be safe. You want them to say, oh, well, I'm looking for a place where I can heal myself, where I can get the truth, where I can take a goddamn spiritual bath because this Christianity got me sick, has me sick. You're so selfish. You want to air your dirty laundry to make it seem like this place isn't a place where they can come and get clean. I got cleaned. You got cleaned. You returned to your vomit like some stupid dog, being simple. And now you're trying to do what? Now you're trying to do what? Push the agenda like the white man and say we're a hate group, or oh, those brothers, all they care about is having multiple wives. A black man can't get a job. You don't care. You don't care. We will spend our rent to go see what? Beyonce. What's that sister name? Michael Jackson's sister. Yeah, I can't think of Janet Jackson. She tour every once in a blue moon, and he'll give a kidney for it. You know what I'm saying? We'll do all those things. You'll sit here. You don't give a damn about the sister next to you crying, oh, Chris Brown. $1,100 for a stupid picture. And you'll love him to the day you take your final breath. But you will hate your black man for doing what? Looking towards the exit because the fire alarm's going off. Everybody's burning up. He's looking towards the exit because he knows there's fire extinguishers there. Just because some sister with some tight pants on, just like you walked by, you hate him. You're mad. You won't say nothing to him. He's trying to save a life. And you're mad because what? The image of him that you created through the image of yourself that you gained, trimming your way, trying to be like the white man, trying to seek favor from the white man. Nobody wants to seek favor of the Lord. Because all you have to do is keep the law, statutes, commandments. All you have to do is not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Not be gay, not be a murderer, not be a talebearer. You know what I'm saying? Not do these stupid challenges which separate our brothers and sisters. But no, we don't want, you don't just want to do the challenges. We want to reenact all the trauma that we have endured all throughout history. I seen a 4 or 5-year-old whooping a stuffed animal, talking to it. You ain't gonna do it again? You're not gonna do it no more? XYZ, yada, yada, yada. Where does that come from? Well, not these scriptures. Spare the rod, spoil the child. It doesn't mean beat your child to death. It means don't be afraid to correct them. That rod is correction. It's not beating them like the oppressor beat us. No. You have to chastise those things that you love. You want to keep it safe. You can brush your teeth so you don't get cavities. How is that so violent? The correction you make when you brush your teeth. That's hygiene. All right? You need to do some hygiene when it comes to your brain and wash it clean, just like you would wash your arms when they freaking stink. You brush your teeth when your breath stinks. You wash it behind after you defecate. Why not wash your brain, be brainwashed after having dealt with so much trauma, so much adversity, so much pain, man? Who says you have to hold on to it? America tells you forget. We want to hold on to it. And then sit around the damn table and say what we're thankful for. It's a whole bunch of trauma, man. A whole bunch of deceitfulness, a whole bunch of arrogance, and a whole bunch of proudness that we absolutely have to get rid of, man. In order to get rid of it, you have to do what, man? You have to stop selling your salt, man. The oracles of God. That's what separates us so we can be a light of the world from all these other heathen nations. Not eating those foods, which are a sin. And by not eating them, guess what? We become healthier. By doing things in decency and order, right? Rectifying a situation. Hey, man, you offended me. Not getting on the grapevine to call everybody, lottie-dottie, everybody in your goddamn family. Why did your mother do that? She get on the phone. I can't. Oh my! I can't wait till I get home from work. I gotta tell you, man. Look, you don't live with these kids just did. You won't believe it. Now you go visit your cousin. Yeah, I heard you beat it, man. Birthday time, and now I can't stand that nigga. He bringing up something around my cousins. Now I got to hate my brother. I gotta hate my sister. You did what? The most embarrassing moment. Your mother's gonna tell your favorite uncle, your favorite aunt, baby, I heard you. You was your boy touched your butt. Now you can't live it down. Oh, you did what? Oh, you got caught on your knee, baby. And who taught you that? You're too serious. You can't, you need to go out there and see what's out there. She taught you how to be a whore. Now she's on the phone telling everybody how you were a freaking whore. And she learned it from you. She learned it from herself. Now she's on the grapevine. Instead of going to him and him alone. Her and her alone. And we're going to get that. Matter of fact, we're going to drop that. Give me just a second. We'll get back to Proverbs. We don't know how to deal with one another. This suspect challenge pissed me off when I saw it, and it's not only degrading to watch, it's degrading to absolutely do. It's absolutely degrading to do, KJV. If you have any problems, please type. I mean, problems. Yeah, problems. You got any problems, questions? You know what I'm saying? Comments. Type it in the chat. We're gonna go to the book of Matthew 18 and 15. All right, and it says, moreover, all right, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So, man, this is such a heavy scripture because this teaches you how to counsel. You understand? A dispute between yourself and the person that may have offended you or the person you offended. This suspect talent teaches you how not to do it in an orderly manner. It didn't say, nowhere say wait until you get around a crowd of people or record it to tell this person what they did to offend you. You know, some things brothers and sisters do. You're gonna have an issue when you're building a kingdom. You're gonna have some offenses, and it's not the end of the world. We don't have to be simple about it. And you can forgive someone, especially if you're someone who's required forgiveness. You're someone who's required mercy. We all have acquired it. Why? Because we all have sinned. And that's a cut to every single last one of us. Every so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. So you can't be so proud to hold someone's embarrassing moments over their head. I'm gonna read this again. It's Matthew 18 and 15. All right. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, it didn't say the white man, it didn't say the Asian man, it didn't say any other, it's thy brother, your neighbor, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, all right? This is the decorum we're supposed to have with one another, all right? We're gonna start there. This exchange. So if I trespass against you, all right, then say write a declaration of independence. Then say get on the grapevine and tell everybody except for the person you offended or you were offended by. Say hop on the grapevine and then no, it didn't say do that. What did it say? I read it again. I'm gonna slow it down for you, so you don't think I just dished you. It says, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. Then say make a TikTok challenge and wait for the perfect opportunity while you're gathered around this table and say, oh, he touched me, like some stupid Christian song. It didn't say, oh, he stole from me. It didn't say pull up on a brother or sister and knock their block off. It didn't say wait until the most inopportune and perfect time to humiliate one another. Until you what? Want to see each other dead? Kayvon said, we in it till we die. Rest in peace, nigga. That is evil and wicked. That's the spirit of the oppressor. They wouldn't dare not put that on the internet and the airwaves. But me telling my brothers and sisters that this Bible's a black man's book, oh, it's for sure gonna land me in Facebook jail. And I don't, and listen, who gives a damn? I don't, because when it comes to this truth, It saved my life. How? By gaining a brother, by losing the old man, by killing him, meaning I don't do those things I used to do in the world. I do now what thus saith the Lord. And that's what all my brothers and sisters need to do because you're free. You're free from the punishments that you will receive if you sin against the Lord, man. That's detrimental to our health. And him alone, if he shall hear thou hast gained thy brother. That's the point, man. That's the problem. When it comes to counsel, right? There should be no confusion. Counsel is to gain a brother, gain a sister. I don't know everything, and you don't know everything. But guess who does? The Most High through Christ. Guess who knew? Moses with the elders of Israel. Commanding General Hunter with the generals. General Muhammad knows more than you could ever know. He knows more than anybody in the world. This is why he's in the truth. That's why the Lord deals with him and all the other men that fall up under him in the ISUPK. You know, had it not been for me following orders, I'd be an idiot. I have to fight being an idiot. Why? Because of all the wrong and terrible things that I had to scrub myself clean. And now I don't do those things. But guess what? You're left with remnants, those thoughts, those demons in your head. And you have to make sure that you do what? You make your call and election sure. How do you do that? What does it look like? It's choosing to do right, right? And allowing that choice to win all the time. Satan can never win. He can't cause you to fall because, oh, she cheated on me. Now you're killing everybody. Oh, that demon can't win. When it wins, guess what it looks like? It looks like depression. It looks like you trying to unalive yourself because you think nobody cares. I care. If don't nobody else care. Like Tupac said, he didn't mean it. How so? Because he wasn't man enough to change his life before it was taken. May he rise again. Thanks to Commander Junior Han and the ISUPK, you understand, we know how to forgive one another. We know how to not seek vengeance, trying to get justice against a brother who is destroyed like me, a brother who is destroyed like you, a brother or a sister for that matter. It's not our destruction that makes us like the oppressor. It's our choice to hate our brothers and sisters that makes us exactly like our father, the devil, who is the supreme being upon this earth, pushing his white supremacy because we choose not to do what? Hearken to the voice of the Lord. Now he has authority over my black ass, your black ass, and their black ass because we don't want to do what? Serve the Lord, who has power over everyone. Suffer your soul the affliction to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, so that you have to suffer the punishments and the judgments under that wicked oppressor's foot, man. Damn all that. Learn how to forgive your brothers and sisters. Stop doing every damn challenge that pops up on your time under your feed. You know, you hop on a grapevine to find out whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's going to hurt you, harm you. Why don't you do something to protect yourself and close the goddamn barn door? Ask your questions. Seek the ISUPK while we can be fair. Seek the truth. Let's stop being simple, man. Let's stop it. Aren't you tired of being mocked? A gift. They always giving us a gift to destroy us. Some stupid day, some stupid holiday. You know, oh well, yeah, you know, we're gonna make them come in and X man, damn all that. Don't sell your shares. You know, don't sell your salt for shares. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian. You know, don't be soft. So don't be soft shoe Joe. You know what I'm saying? Doing that song and dance. Don't go along just to get along. You understand? Don't give away something that's precious and sacred to you to try and receive something that you're never going to get. How the oppressor loves you is by hating you. And this is how he keeps his wicked kingdom forever erected around you. until you understand that ye are the salt of the earth. You're supposed to be separate from him. You're supposed to love your brother if it means hating the oppressor, because Christ hates him. That's what you've been commanded to do. We have not been commanded to be wicked and evil like him. We don't have to do that. All we should be concerned with is learning who we are according to this Bible right here. All right. So let me see if that's it. Uh, Give me just a second. All right. And make sure I got everything. If you got any questions, please type it in the chat. I'm gonna clip it in just a second. Let me check real quick to make sure I went over everything I needed to. Yippity da 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 da. Uh, yeah. All right. We swap. All right. So I'm gonna read Zephaniah 2:1 before we close this joint out. You got any questions? Please type it in the chat. Like I said, when it comes to these wicked TikTok challenges, man, stop doing them. All right. Ask your questions. IGPK is damn near everywhere. You know, you want someone to listen to you when it comes to your significant other, when it comes to your child. Well, we can't be simple. We can't be a scorner who takes delight in sinning against the Lord, because in doing so, we've taught the wicked ones our way, man. You know, you always, oh well, I told you not to do, I told you not to do that. Now you have to suffer. We have to suffer, and we're going to, because the Lord absolutely cares about us. So much so, He allowed His favorite Son to die for our sins, man. And that's not going to be to no avail. Every time you want to smoke weed, you want to twerk, you want to bring shame upon, what I'm saying, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians, our brothers and sisters. You should think twice before doing that, because Christ didn't die so that we can continue to live in sin and to bring shame upon our name. We're the light of the world, man. When it comes to our people, we have to care more about our own, right? Then they hate us. And we have a extensively long history of their hatred. All right, let's start a new trend by loving our damn brothers and sisters, not in a very Christian way, man. Understand, we got to be warlords, princesses, you understand, that go to war with our thoughts, our demons. We got to understand what it is that we have so we can stop giving it away to them that hate us. All right, because it's become something that's very ubiquitous, and it's unacceptable in the sight of the Lord, and it should be unacceptable in our sight. No one makes a better sandwich than a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. No one makes a better friend than a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. No one makes a better brother, you understand, than Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man, our King. And he teaches us how to be brothers and sisters among one another in the sight of all these wicked nations. And all we have to do is take the time out to ask our questions, listen, and do what thus saith the Lord, and not what the wicked oppressor says, man. So with that, hey, this is the book of Zephaniah, all right, chapter 2, all right, and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians. Mi hermano, mi hermanos, mi hermanas. What I'm saying? My brothers, my sisters, my niggas, my niggettes. Gather yourselves together, man. We need to gather together. We have to be of the like mind, the like spirit, and under this UPK banner. Commander General Honor is who the Most High through Christ is dealing with right now. And you have to get that in your thick head. I got it in my thick head. You know what I'm saying? I got it all through these tight ass naps. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my naps. My skittle diddle is what killed cat call you. Your skittle diddle, man, be proud of that, man. That's who the Lord made us. You understand? The salt of the earth, right? You don't want no plain. Man, some people like plain Jane, but it is what it is. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. That's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. That little black girl, that little black boy, little Hispanic boy, little Native American, first Indian, First Nation, brother, sister. You know what I'm saying? We have to, we have to resolve to wanting ourselves. You understand? We have to resolve to actually desiring one another. That has to be our first choice, serving the Lord. And serving the Lord, your first choice is going to be your brother and sister. And in that understanding, we'll be able to gather together like we're supposed to. All right. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in the ISUPK and all my brothers and sisters in the world. You know what I'm saying? Do that thing you're supposed to do, man. Serve the Lord. Come to the ISUPK and the Commander Johanna. With that, shalom. We're the ISUPK, started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. All right. We get to these security announcements. Rules for a new brother or sister that come into the school. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. All right. After 6 month period, a brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes. Tithes, man, pay your tithes. All right. Which is a commandment. Don't matter if it's $20. Don't matter if it's 20,000, man. Pay your tithes. You know, teach you how not to be selfish. Give credit where credit's due. All right. That might be that little bit of something that you need to get a little bit of extra grace and mercy. All right. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10, which means a tenth in the Hebrew, my Aisha, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, man. Pay to the ISUPK. All right. It's going to say donation. Make a donation. Put your house of MC Double Fish Eyes. It don't even matter. Pay your tithes, man. These brothers can continue to do the work of the Lord. Commander Johanna is going to make sure these lights stay on. These bills are paid. Sisters don't got to abort their babies. My brothers and sisters have food to eat. Whatever you're going through, understand if you do what thus saith the Lord, there are righteous men that are come to your aid, man. But it's not, this ain't something that's free. You'll pay your taxes when it comes to build up this government. Pay your tithes, man. We can build a house of the Lord, man. This kingdom. All right. And a free will offering, priest funds, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Feast of dedication or Hanukkah. All right, you got any questions? Please type it in the chat. All right, if any brother wants to be a trooper, start wearing all black pants, boots, shirt, headband, or scarf with that emoji. All right, stand. All right, all right. Sar, turn to face the east. We're gonna go through these prayers. All right, brothers, cover your head. Sisters, cover your head, brother. Put your war scarf on. Do what you need to do. All right, we're gonna go through the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Give me just a second to adjust this. All right. It's the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayashim Ka, Yahweh, Malak Ka, Tabaha, Ratazaka, Haya Aisha, Ba Ratazaka, Wa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathunla now, Lakam call Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawapi now, Kasalak now, Kabawapi now, Wala'a, Tabayai now, Banasaya one, a ball, Hawashai now, Mayan Rai Kaya Laka, Hamalak Wath, Wahala, Wathapa Rath, La'ai Amen. In English, what I just said was, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, excuse me, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. To pray for the power of the Yakat, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, Baba Kishor, Nathunla now, Hakak, La Rapa'ah, Ka Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazariah, Hakak, La Aquium, Amathia, Hakak, Arakawath, Atamal, La Garshim, by Hashem Yahushai, Duarama. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel, Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasharallah, Wayabayah, Saparia, Barak, by Shem Yahushua, through Adamah. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. All right. So, man, Israel, Amajim, Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shem Yahshua Bakathum, turn to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amaja, Barak, Yahweh Shema thought by Shem Yahushua, Yaj Matat, class dismissed. Hey, throughout everybody tuning in, check out Preaching Officer 1000, Yahweh Thumb tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central in Dayton, Eastern Standard Time, Dayton, Ohio. That's a law class. Here in Columbus, Ohio, will be Preaching Officer Khan, Banya Howard, Banya Sharala, dropping it real heavy for the 614. All right, I'm about to close the door. Hey, Shalom, Israel.